Yeah, wonderful people, viewers all over the world. This is me, Asos Chinedu Peters, on yet another program, The Spiritual Freedom of Our People, the Biafran people, Nigerian people, and at large, the African race. Um, I'm doing this live video not to undermine any religious affiliation of anyone, but to tell you the truth. Because it's only the truth that can make us free. It is only the truth that can liberate African people. And that truth is what this platform represents. I acknowledge that many of my viewers or followers on this platform are Christians. And as well, Africans in general are divided in between the two lines of Christian and Muslim. And now we are talking about religion without humanity. It is evil. Because looking at Africa today, Africa is so deep in religion, whether Christian or Muslim. Africa is embellished deeply in religious observation. But have you asked yourself, as the religious bodies are expanding, likewise the suffering and the misery of African people are expanding? I am here for us to interact. I am here for us to exchange views. I am here also to admonish our people to look inward and search their soul to see and have connection with their God. I'm a Christian, and I always say that. Yes, I'm a Christian, but not by going to any church. No, Christianity transcends going to church. Christianity is a life you live. And that is why I am here to bring it to you. For us to start asking ourselves the question, as more churches are springing up left, right, and center, in the northern part of Nigeria today, you have widespread of mosque, but yet things have continued to deteriorate. Impunity have continued to spread its tentacles to every facet of human endeavor in this country, and likewise other countries in Africa. It is time we sit back and ponder the difference, or what this religion really reflects in our life, positive or negative, the negative or positive impact we have had so far from these religious affiliations. Today, millions of people are in church worshiping. Millions of people are in church today lifting their hands in worship. And after the worship, after the songs, the preacher will mount the podium and open the Bible and admonish the people, read from the Bible, give examples. But when they walk out that door, even before they walk out that door, you see them exhibiting wickedness. I've been in a church where members who have cars can't even give a lift to other people going to the same church, and the other members that don't have car will have to walk or trek a long distance, and yet you're going to church. You see people quarrel right from the doorstep of the church after church service because someone marched on your toe. No love. What we're witnessing in Africa is just religious bigotry, not Christianity, not Muslim, or the fundamental ideologies that these religious bodies or religious affiliations profess. You don't see it in the life of the people, especially Christians, because I have to speak from the point of my own personal experience. I'm a Christian and many of my people are Christians. But it doesn't end with Christianity. It spread across even traditional religious worshippers. They call it African religious worshippers. They are not left out. I say no matter any religion you practice, whether traditional religion, whether Christian religion, whether Islam or Muslim religion or Jewish religion, whatever religious affiliation you practice or observe that is void of humanity, it is evil. Did you hear that? It is evil. Because this is the reason why Africa have never developed. This is the primary cause of the misery of Africans. Because if you have love for humanity, because this is the foundation of Christianity, love, right? Good. I may not be able to talk about the other religions because I am not part of it. But let us concentrate on the Christian as a point of departure. Love is the greatest love. Leaders, the bishops, the archbishops, have love for their members. How come church will construct schools and yet members of the same church community cannot afford to take their children to those churches? How come church constructs hospitals, yet there are people in the hospital that could not pay their bills and they are still held, especially women that gave birth? They stay months because no one can pay or offset their bills. This is church-owned hospitals. I'm not talking about private or government hospitals. And yet, we say we are Christians. Where is the love? Where is the love that you live in affluence, yet your next door neighbor is dying of hunger? You even have ones to give to your dogs and throw away, yet people around you are dying of hunger. What kind of religion you are practicing? That is evil. If you remove love from any religious activity, it is evil, because this has made our society to decay. Okay, let us have a shift from the people. Let's move into government houses. The people that have stolen public wealth and plundered the public asset, diverted it to their personal use. Tell me, who are they? They are Christians, they are Muslims, they are traditional worshippers. They have one religious affiliation or the other. If there is love in them, if there is truth in them, will they do such? Will they risk the life of the people and divert money that was meant to construct hospital? Will they divert it? The answer is no. Will they divert the money that was meant to provide jobs for the people? No, they will not. And that is why there is high level of insecurity. That is how you have corruption embellished. In fact, corruption is another name given to Nigeria because it has become a norm. It has become a standard procedure in everything that is happening in Nigeria. And yet we say we are Christians, yet we say we are Muslims, yes, we claim to observe traditional belief or African religious culture. This is the truth that we must face. This is the truth we have to tell ourselves. You, whether you go to church or you doesn't go to church, whether you go to mosque or whether you practice any religious affiliation, ask yourself, to what extent do you show love to people around you? Because if you remove love, if you remove that word love, that is the reason for all the wickedness you have seen in our immediate society. That is the truth. And many of you here are victims of religious activities. Now let me bring it down for your understanding. Today we are talking about joblessness of Nigerian youths. There is no job. Yet Africans contribute a lot of money, billions, to construct gigantic religious structures. Instead of constructing industries, creating jobs, they construct these gigantic structures and go inside them to pray for job. Something is fundamentally wrong somewhere. Something is fundamentally wrong somewhere. And that is the truth we are bringing to you. Just like my brother pointed out here. It is the message, it's the sermon that you will not hear from any of your church or your pastors or your religious or your imams or your religious leaders. But this is the truth we must embrace. Alex Kelly, thank you for that comment. This is the truth. This is the truth. Francis Chima said, yes, God bless you more for good you are doing to bring in good life. Okay, that is from Francis Chima. You know, we are here to interact with each other. Mr. Joe said, hello, my brother, Chukunedu. How are you doing? And how is your family? Thank you very much for what you're doing. I thank you too for listening. You can share this live broadcast. Let more people come and let us share this truth. We need to embrace this truth because it is only truth that can make us free, not just set us free. We become free indeed. It doesn't make sense for Africans, for our people who are stricken with poverty, who are stricken with worst healthcare service delivery. We have a record of the biggest church cathedrals in the whole world, bigger than China, bigger than America, bigger than Europe, bigger than Asia as a whole. You will find the biggest churches here in Nigeria. Yet, evil have its headquarters in Nigeria. Does it make sense? Does it add up? There is something fundamentally wrong somewhere. The more churches, the more religious bodies are expanding, the more mosques that are being built, the more misery the people. So what is the positive impact? Going to mosque, going to churches, going to your traditional worship centers, and at the end of the day, it doesn't add any positive value to you. If we, just like somebody pointed out, I'm going to read it, by Alexander M. He said, imagine if we use resources and time we spent in building the houses called churches to build industries and companies. We will have less prayers. We have less people praying for jobs. They will stop this, what they call miracle job crusades. It doesn't make sense. You contribute money to build churches, instead of building industries. In fact, if these religious bodies build less church edifice and use the money collected to build industries, the miracle the people are praying for have come by 70%. Because by men waking up every morning, it is a miracle. So I don't know what my people are looking for out there in search of miracle. The major problem we are facing, the witches and wizards we are casting and binding, are our own people, are our own self. They are in government houses. They are in public offices. They are in your private companies. They are even in the church. Let us tell ourselves the truth. Because if we have love, there is no way church will construct schools, yet the people cannot attend. There is no way church can construct hospitals, yet the people cannot have access or be able to pay for hospital bills in church hospitals. That is the truth we have to tell ourselves. And this is the sermon this morning. Look at us still in darkness in Nigeria. We are still talking about power, electricity going off and on. Businesses crashing because there is no electricity. Whereas the money meant to fix things have been taken away by people who are so committed in their church and in their mosque. Don't be surprised that many of the public funds that were diverted by public servants, by government officials, ends up in the pocket of your church through donations. That is the truth. No wonder during election, your church leaders will open up the door for politicians to come and tell you how they are going to make your life wonderful. Whereas these are the people they have made their lives miserable. You see, that is the problem of Africa. And this is the gospel we have to hear. The gospel of truth. We are not here to massage any person's ego. We are not here to tell you what you would like to hear. Definitely you will not hear this kind of gospel in your church or in your mosque, because I see them, or they have proven that they are accomplices to the misery you are passing through. Check it. Check it. You contribute money to build cathedrals, and you go into that cathedral to pray for job. Whereas that money that was used to build that cathedral can provide job for you if we set our priorities right. That is the message. Abraham Uzoma said, our people don't know what is love or what love is all about. Love is God, and with love we can change the world. That is the truth. And that is why things have continued to be bad, go wrong. Every day new churches are springing up left, right, and center, and every day impunity and evil is spreading like wildfire in the same community. Is it not the same people that are attending church today, that are raising their hands up in the churches today? They are the same people in government houses stealing public funds. Do they have love for the people and they're doing that? The answer is no. Is it not the same people who are in church today raising their hands in worship? They are the people who are in the same community where you see people adulterating, bringing fake and adulterated products out there for people to consume, majorly drugs. You say you have love, You are selling drug, medicine, fake medicine, and you use the proceed to come and pay tithe in the church. No wonder the cost that Africans are facing is severe. Cost. We are bringing cost upon ourselves. We are causing more harm to ourselves and to our generations yet unborn. But is the gospel truth? Check around you. Are things anywhere better? But these are the people in church. So what is the reflection? If the people that attended church today, 10% of the people that attended church today, if they imbibe in what was preached to them today, or what they profess as Christians, to be honest with you, here will be paradise on earth. It took only 12 persons to transform the world and spread the gospel of Jesus Christ. 2,000 years later, it is still booming. 12 persons. Yet, you have thousands of people in church today, dropping in and out, yet things continue to deteriorate. On Fridays, you see them even cluster everywhere, block every exit, block every road, and in observation of their religious right. Yet, terrorism, kidnapping, crime, rape continue to increase in the same community, within the same space. Or is it that the people that are attending this or observing these religious doctrines, whether Christian, Muslim, or traditional worship, after attending those things, they'll come out a different kind of people? Something is wrong somewhere. You know the problem. The problem is that we are more or less religious than more or less, or we are more or less religious than being actual Christians, or even Muslims, or even traditional worshippers. Now, let me tell you, when it comes down to traditional worship, according to the norms of the real traditional worship, you don't open this your lip to say anything that is false. If you do that, Anyakubuogi, land will destroy you. The land upon which you stood will open up and eat you up. But it seems that the gods of this generation are very, very civilized, accommodating, forgiving, considerate. That is why even public servants will go to, as they are being sworn in, you see them being sworn in, they will bring either Quran or the Bible. They will swear an oath. And from there, the impunity starts. The stealing of public funds starts. Because there is no repercussion, there is no consequences from all those things. But the only way things can get better is this thing called love. Love transcends or breaks the barrier of any religious affiliation. Whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a traditional worshiper, the word love is universal. And that is humanity. If you don't have love, your religious affiliation and religious observation amounts to evil. Evil. Read my lips. So, my people, it is high time we all look into this. It is high time we all ponder through this word. Share this video if you get it, because this might open up the mind of our people to start thinking and reasoning properly. I'm making this live video because I woke up this morning with this burning desire to change our society with love, because love conquers everything. If there is love, there will be no terrorism. If there is love, there will be no kidnapping. If there is love, public servants and government officials will not be stealing public funds, risking the lives of the people, making the lives of the people miserable. If there is love, your church will construct schools and your children can have access to good and quality education. If there is love, you don't go and manufacture to the market and people will buy and keep dying and you keep making money, cashing out, and you will now come and give testimony and thanksgiving that God has blessed you. Which God blessed you? Which God? The God of money? They call it Mammon. Ali said, even though they construct both affairs and pastors, they make it hard for their members. Of course, it is true. Oh, I think what this guy said is, Alexander M said, people who want to hide their crime now goes into churches and must to hide. And that is true. Absolute truth. Alexander, your point is very, very clear. We have been worshiping wrong foreign gods. Most of our people are far gone that they didn't get it. Of course. And that is why we have to continue this campaign until our people get to know. My Joe said, Jesus Christ teaching us about loving each other, but now our pastors are not because of wealth. How will they? How would they teach you about love? Do they show love? If they show love, why are your churches not, even during this pandemic palliative, how many of your churches came to the aid of their members? How many? They don't even ask about you. They only think for themselves. If there is love, the issue of the killing happening in my homeland these days in the southern part of Nigeria, especially southeast where I come from, that is Biafra land. Many of the people who are victims, if not all, of the herders clashes, I don't even call it clashes, herders killing of farmers, raping of women, kidnapping, destroying farmland. How many of your churches have risen up to identify with the campaign to ban anti-open grazing? They will be good to affiliate with politicians when election comes, but they will not be good to speak out when their flocks, their members are being killed. They don't care because it doesn't touch them, although it has touched some of them. But those ones that it have touched, now small pastors, small reverend fathers, and the Ndokochuku, that's them reverend preachers. And you see them come out to do 1 or 2 days protest and go, and nothing happens. How many times have they come out and said to government, listen, we will ask our members, we will mobilize our members to come to government house and block everywhere. We will ask our members not to engage in anything again until you sign that bill into law, so that our farmlands, so that our members, so that our people who God has given to us as flocks to shepherd are not being killed. Their lives are not being cut down. So tell me, we are on an interactive session. I'm just making this video to interact with you. This is where we do our own church today. This is where we do our own we do our own religious observation. This is where today. This is where we tell ourselves the truth. We need to wake up. Africans especially need to wake up from this religious madness, bigotry. It is madness. It is madness. Do you know that one thing I don't want to divert into this because sometimes we don't even love ourselves. Yes, we don't love ourselves. Africans, we don't love ourselves. When we say Black Lives Matters all over the world, yeah, we are doing protests, Black Lives Matters. In Africa, does it matter? If it matters, how come life is this way? It is Africans that have made their lives miserable, because sometimes we blame the Europeans and the white people of our woes. No azụ no oke nọ n'ụlọ gwara nke nọ n'ọhịa na azụ dị na ngịga. What I'm saying literally is that it is the rat in the house that told the rat outside that there is fish to be eaten in the kitchen. It is your politicians that are working with the ones you accuse of your misery. They are the ones they collaborate to make your life miserable. They work in hand. But the people are so docile. The people are so naive. Perhaps all over the years, they have used hunger and poverty to break the soul of our society. But we are reawakening it. We are reawakening that consciousness through the activities on this platform, BVI Channel 1. You can only get this truth, raw truth, on this platform. You cannot get it anywhere this way. Benjamin Oji, he said, study to show yourself approved unto God. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. We should spend time to read the Bible to find the truth. Honestly speaking, that is the truth too. Even read the Quran and search for it. Search the Bible, search Quran, search whatever thing that you are affiliated with in terms of religious, you will find the truth inside there. The truth is not being told in that altar. To be honest with you, they don't tell you the truth. And that is why God knew that these things will happen. He wrote it in the Bible and said, Nwacha any spirit what I say literally means look inward, ask question from any spirit that ministers to you. Anything that is being told to you, ask questions. Don't just take everything hook, line, and sinker. Bible said it. Because Jesus Christ, as he is a God man, a God in human flesh, devil came to tempt him. He didn't tempt him using the rules and the constitution of the Romans or the Jews. He tempted him using the word written in the books of the Bible, or they call it the books of the law. So if devil can quote the Bible and still use it to tempt God himself, who are you that your religious leaders are not manipulating you using the same Bible? But if you search the truth that you search will make you free, beginning from here. When you start having independent mindset, when you start having independent thinking, when they have not taken away your right to choose between what to believe and what not to believe. Because these days, you will see a blank falsehood, a blank evil, but because it is coming from their religious leaders, they take it as true. It comes from God. I will tell you, it is the will of God. Who told you it is the will of God? For your pregnant wife, for your pregnant sister, for your women to die because of complications that could be resolved if you have good medical service, that could be prevented if you have standard hospitals, and you say it is the will of God. Who told you it is the will of God? That after school you don't have job to do, that you cannot even start something and the environment will be conducive enough for you to strive economically since there is no job. It is not the will of God. But the problem we have is that lack of knowledge have destroyed our people so badly. Lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge. We play so much religion. We emphasize so much. Do you know that church doctrine is not from God? Church doctrine is not from God. That is what we are doing here. Alex Kelly, he said, please, bro, continue with this burning desire to preach every Sunday morning. You want me to become a preacher here? It is our mandate. We try to do that here. But depend on you to get the message out for more people to see it, because faith comes from hearing. And how can they hear if they did not watch it? And how would they know? How would they watch it if you did not share it? So we admonish people to share these videos so that more people will see it and get the knowledge. Let the light of the truth coming from this plate open up and heal our mind, renew our mind. It is the change. It will change our, okay, continue. Alex continue saying that it will change our people's mindset, of course. Thanks for your commendation on my comments watching from UK. Okay, thank you, Kelly. I admonish all of you to keep dropping. We are on interactive section. We are just here to interact. I'm just here as a moderator, coming up from this platform, hosting this program. Truth is all humanity need, but religion and colonies twist it around. You are correct. That is from Chus Odisco. Chus Femi said, the hardship in the country has driven a lot of young people to become pastors and imams. The real message has been forgotten. Truth. Truth and nothing but what? The truth. People are now seeing church activity. In fact, many people that I know today who have failed in business, hardship have barbed their hair. There is no strain of hair in their hair on their head. Today, they are pastors, they are carrying Bible, they are now full-time ministers. It is more or less an economic activity. No wonder they emphasize on church members instead of emphasizing on the soul of the people. Churches are emphasizing on expanding their churches. Different denominations, whether Catholic, Anglican, different denomination of Pentecostal and the rest of them, they are all interested in moving people from one church to another. They are not interested in going out to search for the lost sheep. You see what they call church growth these days. To them, if I leave Winners Chapel or Winners Living Faith Church, if I stop going to Winners Faith, Winners Chapel, whatever they call it, if I stop attending Living Faith Church, that is Winners Chapel, and tomorrow started attending Christ Embassy or Redeem, the people that I join now will see it as church growth. You see that? Now, let me tell you people, the real church growth, if these people are truly serving to save the soul of the people, to bring people close to God, they should be going for the people who have not believed yet. And not, you see them dragging members. You see them dragging, and that is why you hear that a pastor started with their church and suddenly broke out and opened his own. He will carry all the members along with him. They are after the membership. They are after the expanding their business empire. I mean, permit me to use that word. Their business empire. They expand it. Okay? Carlo Johnson said, a nation without rule of law and structure will only force people to believe whatever comes to them. That is true. Carlo, you are correct. Very, very correct. And Alexander is saying that someone will rig election, kill people to get into office. His followers will say, if God don't permit it, he won't have succeeded. You see that? They will even go for Thanksgiving, no? My brothers, they will go for Thanksgiving. They will go for Thanksgiving. That he succeeded in rigging election, killing people, spilling blood, drenching the soil of where he's supposed to lead with the blood of people that he's supposed to lead. And these same people, have you observed? The one that is breaking my heart so badly is the one that someone who is a tenant in somebody's house, tomorrow he becomes a councillor, maybe by crook or by any means, becomes a local government chairman by any means, or becomes anything, maybe a state assembly member or even a governor, or even ultimately the president, just like we had in Nigeria. Somebody that had only 20 cows or 100 cows for more than only God knows how long. It never goes up, it never goes down. Every year, he reports 100 cows as his asset. When he became president, automatically, somebody that could not even afford to pay for his nomination form, that people have to come and contribute money as they said, automatically become so affluential, properties left, right, and center. A local government chairman who is a tenant in somebody's house, immediately, just few days after or few weeks after becoming or going into public office, prim, he had fleets of cars. Prim, he has estates. Prim, he start living in affluence, and he will come to church for Thanksgiving. And the bishop or archbishop, because this one, it is only archbishop that oversees this kind of service. The archbishops and bishops will gather to pray that God will expand the riches, the wealth, as God is blessing him. As God is blessing him, because he has eventually donated some part of the looted money from public purse to the church. Then they will now pray for him that where it is coming, he should expand. So the impunity will continue to expand. That is how impunity have continued to strive in our society. And it is not going to end anytime soon. This is me, as the Peter, the mouthpiece of the people, the mouthpiece of God. I say it according to how my spirit is being led. I didn't write, I didn't think, This is coming from God himself to you. Sorry, we just had some interaction with our network, as it be for here. Like I was saying, how can you say you love God that you do not see? You did not see God. You say you love God. You say you serve God. Does it work that way? Yet people around you, even the Bible said, when you do these things, I was sick, you didn't come to see me. You didn't clothe me. I was in prison, you didn't visit me. And you say you love God. That if you do all these things, then you are serving him. That is God for you. That is why I say that service to God is service to humanity. Service to God is service to humanity. Africans, listen to this. Service to God is service to humanity. To your mosque is your service to your imams. It is no service to God. It is your service to God. Service to God. If you like, sweep the entire church or your service to God is the service you render to your fellow humans. The love you share. The love you share. Somebody made a comment. He said, that is from Monday, Onukogo. He said, let the government start charging taxes on churches. That will help to stop purification of these churches. I actually believe you. But the truth of the matter is that church is now politics, and politics is being played by the church at the highest level. And who are the victims? The people. Because if they charge these guys, if these guys pass through what business people pass through in setting up factories and running up industries and businesses, if they pass through the same rigorous situations, maybe they will have fewer churches. And maybe when we have fewer churches, we have lesser problems. Because we have seen that the more churches, the more mosques, the more problem we have. No, let's not think about it. Is it not true? It is the truth. It is the truth. We must continue. Let us take another comment from Michael Oko. He said, religion have always been used to milk us from the days of our colonizers until now. So we have to grow above this religious fanaticism and mentality and face reality before we can make a headway. This is the problem of Africa. This is why Africa had continued to deteriorate. It is sad. That is the comment from Truth. Sad, sad, sad. If the pastors will only live a Christ-like life, if all the Christians in government will all live and die well in that God-forsaken place called country. Look at the state of things. Look at the state of things. Things have continued to go wrong. Things have continued to go bad. But we are here to reverse it. And I count on you. If Christianity, because when we talk about these people, that people, let us begin from ourselves. We, to what extent are we shining for the light? Because I say, if we switch off this light, darkness will encroach. But one ticking light, just small light that you introduce in the midst of any darkness, you see it dispel that darkness, no matter how thick that darkness is. It takes the little from us to allow our light to shine forth. Like the Bible said, you don't take a lamp and put it under the bushel. Don't put it under the table. No, you bring it on front. You bring it and raise it to the place where it shines forth and gives light to people around us. If our life do not shine forth and add value to people around us, if people coming in contact with you are not encouraged, are not inspired, are not uplifted from their state to a better state, then you are part of the problem. You are part of the problem. Anywhere we are, it doesn't matter how much you have. It doesn't matter your status in life. It doesn't matter the language you speak. It doesn't matter your educational background. Once you are a human and people around you do not have a reflection of the light, do not have a feel of the light you shine for, could not see through with the light coming from, radiating from you, you are part of the problem. So I admonish every one of us today, let us shine forth the little we can to speak out. Because when you keep quiet, evil abounds. When we keep quiet, we are accomplices. When we keep quiet, the evil will continue to spread. Let every one of us who believe in this message share it. Let more people come on board this platform, that by the time I come back again on this topic, on this program, the freedom of the black people, religious freedom of our people, spiritual freedom of our people, on Sunday on this platform, BVI Channel 1, we have more people than this watching, contributing their experience, their comments to make things better. I appreciate you for listening this far. I don't want this video to get up to an hour. I want it to end by 15 minutes so that you'll be able to share it and other people will be able to watch it and also continue with the discussion. Please, I beg of you, let the light of God, which is love, shine forth from you from now henceforth. And on this platform, we are committed to ensure that we deliver the truth. The information coming from this platform is nothing but the truth. It is nothing but the raw truth. We speak the truth the way it is. We see it, we say it. Let us carry this message to everyone around. And before I wrap it up, don't forget we are mobilizing for a million march to compel the government, the dormant government in the southeast and south specifically, and other parts of Nigeria who wish to do same, to mandate their government to sign into law anti-open grazing bill for the security of our people, so that our farmers can go back to farm. People are dying of hunger. If you want to be part of it, call this number 0810 420 7522. 0810 420 7522. 22. Okay, when you get this number, share it. Let those who are on the same page with us on this commission, on this mandate, please identify with us. May God bless you. Keep shining, keep radiating that love, and upon love we shall strive. I still remain Asus Chinedu Peters, the voice of the people, the voice of God, saying, stay safe. Goodbye. But if you have not subscribed, please click on the subscription button. It's very important. And if I did not read your message today, next one I'll read your message. May God bless you all. I am signing out.